This program is rated PG. It contains themes and scenes which may not be suitable for very young audiences. Parental guidance is advised.
Be advised that the views and opinions of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Come on and ride along with us this week on our journey through Asia and the world, and seen from the Asian and Filipino perspective. We're now on our People and Places segment. 15 minutes of journeys from the Philippines to China and back. Last week we had the story of 3 Filipino workers, 15 years as entertainers in Xiamen, and they pulled a capital together and put up the Cake Fairy, a very successful cake shop in Xiamen, China. Today, we're going to travel to China with somebody who has been back and forth for 3-4 times to overcome an ailment. This is Ferdie Ramos, who is a cancer survivor and saw firsthand the minimally invasive procedure in China that shortened an 8-hour or more surgical procedure to only 5 minutes. So we'll discuss that along with the representative of the Fuda Cancer Hospital in Guangdong, China. Mr. Segudo Cruz III, medical coordinator here in Manila of this cancer hospital. But let's introduce first our cancer survivor, Mr. Ferdie Ramos, who I've known for decades, and in just 8 months from a very critical situation, is now regaining his weight and his normal mien. And I'm very happy to ask Ferdie how he is and his experience. Please, Ferdie.
Now, I would say that I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you this, Mentong, I'm 71 years old.
Mm-hmm.
At 71, I'm very much active in sports, politics, media, and travel. But early this year, I was diagnosed with cancer. And that news shocked me really. Because after a while, I thought cancer is a death sentence. The news killed my dream, and as if heaven fell on me.
Mm-hmm. And so you had your checkup here in Manila, and what the hospitals, and what did they diagnose and prescribe?
I consulted actually 3 hospitals. The first hospital, they are the top hospitals in the country. The first hospital said that I really have cancer on the pancreatic head. It was described as the most deadliest of all cancer tumors. And I need surgery, or else I'll have only 2 years to live. Then I consulted another hospital.
The second one?
The second one. And I was able to consult with the #1 oncologist in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. They confirmed that I really have cancer and that 2 years to live. But this doctor explained to me the process that I have to undergo. It's called Whipple Surgery. In Whipple Surgery, they will have to remove part of the pancreas, part of the liver, part of the large intestine, part of the small intestine. Because the location of my cancer is in the intersection of major arteries and ducts. And they told me, this doctor told me, that there is 30% risk of failure based on the record and 1 death out of 10. And the whole process will take a minimum of 8 hours and a maximum of 12 hours. Then I consulted another one. I said, Uncle, you really have to take that surgery. Then I told the doctor, who is a relative, I'll just take my chances.
And be happy with 2 years.
For 2 years.
Okay.
That's it. That's it.
So, what brought you to this new surgical procedure in China?
Let's tell it, say it's by luck or divine providence. In 2013, they inaugurated a new hospital in China. And I was asked by a Filipino-Chinese friend to accompany some newsmen who will cover the event. That was the time when they introduced the new hospital, Puda Hospital. I'm just a plain traveler.
And a tourist.
Tourist. I'm just taken seriously. Just bring them there. That's it. That's I come to know the hospital.
Oh, and so, what made you decide this time to go and try?
Again, by luck, after I consulted with the 3 top doctors here.
Top doctors, yeah.
Fortunately, the chairman of the hospital, who is a friend of my of Councilor Berniang
Of Manila.
was visiting the country. So I was told by Berniang that he'll talk with the Dr. Su Cheng and we could have dinner together.
Su, X-U, Ke-Cheng.
Yeah.
K-E-C-H-E-N-G. Ke-Cheng, yeah.
And then I told him about the Whipple procedure. He said, we have an alternative procedure. We have 2, actually. The first one is cryosurgery with the use of ice.
They freeze the cancer.
They freeze the tumor. And the other one is called nano-cyberknife surgery with the use of high voltage electricity. He said, number 1, it's less painful, quick recovery, and it's a quick procedure, and probably less costly.
So, how are the costs now? If you had Whipple surgery here in the Philippines and compared to what you had in this nano surgery?
The price range is, in the first hospital, the approximate cost is from 800,000 to 1.2 million.
Here in the Philippines?
In the top hospital.
Here also?
It's 1.2 to 2 million pesos. And the recovery time is more than a month. Okay,
and finally, with this procedure you chose, how much did it actually cost you?
It cost me about 800,000 hospitalization, but it amounted to about over $1 million because of the cost of transportation and bringing my whole family in China.
Okay.
In China.
Yeah. Before we go to more details about the procedure and visuals, show us the result of the surgery. Can you show us?
First, I would like to tell you that the whole procedure, the whole surgery, lasted only for 5 minutes against the 8 to 12-hour surgery. This is the procedure.
Kayang, can we take a close-up? If you can see it, Ferdie marked it with red ball pen.
1, 2, 3.
Otherwise, you won't see it if he did not mark it.
This one, 1, 2, 3. Needle marks, just needle marks.
Okay, well, Mr. Cruz here, the third, Segudo Cruz III,
yes, sir,
is the coordinator here of Fuda Hospital, Cancer Hospital. And your office is where?
We are located in Centuria Medical Makati, along Kalayaan Avenue.
How long have you been working with this Fuda University? You were in China for 5 years, is that correct?
Yes, sir, yeah. Since 2009 until 2013.
In Guangzhou also?
I was based in Guangzhou. I mean 14. Starting 2015, they sent me back here to manage our satellite office so we can offer free cancer consultation. So,
你会讲国语了吗？
一点点. Yes.
So that shows that there are a lot of things going on between the Philippines and China. Now, tell us about Fuda University and give us a briefing with the images you prepared. We have only 4 or 5 minutes left, so it's please go ahead and let's start shooting the images. That's Ferdie Ramos with his friend, Vice President.
After barely 14 days after the surgery, I'm out in the field campaigning.
Okay,
That was in Cebu.
Okay, this is the hospital?
Yeah, this is the laboratory wherein we do the cancer research about immunotherapy. It's a biotherapy center.
Okay. Next.
This is the chairman of the PUDA hospital, Dr. Suki Ching.
And that's, look how thin you were then, and how you look today.
That was taken 2 weeks after the surgery, after a team of doctors announced that I am already cancer-free.
Cancer-free. Okay. Next image. This is the laboratory again. Next image.
That's my whole family.
There in
before the
Guangzhou,
surgery.
Before the surgery.
Before I say goodbye.
You were saying goodbye.
This is the doctor that performed the surgery. A very young doctor, Dr. New. He's the leading surgeon in the hospital. By the way, the other one on the left is Dr. Bill Go, the #1 world-renowned oncologist in the United States. During the international conference.
Yeah, then you were invited to speak at a medical conference.
On the success of nanosurgery and minimally invasive cancer treatment.
Okay, you did not speak as a doctor there, but as a patient. That is the FUDA
Cancer Hospital.
Cancer Hospital. Yeah. Okay. Okay, those are images of the facade. And you worked there in that hospital?
Yes, for 5 years, based in Guangzou.
That's the machine.
Okay.
That's the machine.
Okay. Okay, so those are the images. And what would you say? Is this something you would recommend to other people who may be suffering from cancer? And my question also is, when will the Philippines have this equipment and procedures? Yeah.
The Philippines might take a long time.
Why?
Because I invited the doctors to come to PUDA.
And by the way, we'll have them next week in our show here.
The PUDA doctors.
We can
what
schedule.
I'm referring to are the
Filipino doctors to go there and visit. Okay.
They said that they cannot do that because they do not believe with this treatment.
In this treatment yet. Okay. What about you, Segunda? What do you think? Segundo?
Yes, sir.
Why is this so? Why are they more progressive there than we are? We're more conservative.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we are more conservative, and we usually base our treatment based in the treatment available in the US. However, these procedures in food are also came from the US.
Yes. So.
But the team of doctors in food, they just choose which one is minimally invasive and more beneficial for the cancer patients. So maybe it will need a long time for us to get this treatment.
We have our last 30 seconds in this segment, but Ferdie will stay on to discuss other issues. He's a political analyst himself, to join our other guest, Rod Kapunan. So we'll give the privilege of the last 30 seconds in this segment to Segudo Cruz III. What can you say to our audience?
To my fellow Filipinos and the whole Asia, we have an office here. FUDA have satellite office here in Centuria Medical Makati. We are located on the 9th floor. We offer free cancer consultations to everybody. You can contact us. You can visit our Facebook page at www.fudacancerhospital-philippines. You can see us in YouTube as well, and you can see us on website. Okay. So if you need anything, or if you have any question about cancer, please feel free to contact us.
Okay, we'll remind the audience in the next episodes, since we're going to have some of the doctors next week. And so these are the wonderful things between the Philippines and China that should show our people there are great benefits in working together as neighbors. So stay on. We'll have Rod Kapunan join us in after the segment break.